In 5 minutes, you're gonna have your very own dark web website. And not only that, I'll show you how to create a secret dark web chat session that no one will ever see, and I'll show you how to upload and download files secretly, safely, and securely on the dark web. So let's do that right now with a custom domain name. It sounds crazy because it is. It's really fun and kind of easy to do. Get your coffee ready. Let's do this. Now, why do this? Well, it's kind of fun, and you're gonna learn a bit about the dark web because you'll be part of it along the way. Also, I think it'd be kind of cool to host your own resume or portfolio on the dark web. It tells prospective employers that you know a thing or two about web hosting and the Tor network. It shows you're curious and kind of a nerd, which is what I always look for when I was hiring someone, so it's a good thing. And my third reason, I think I was counting, I don't know, why not? This is just a weird, cool thing, the secret part of the internet, and you can kind of create your own secret part of the internet. So go ahead and like that video, hit subscribe, all the YouTube-y stuff, and let's get started. What do you need? For part 1 of this video, which I'm calling Dark Web Lite, anyone can do this on anything. It's kind of cool. The software I'm gonna show you how to install can be installed on Linux, Windows, Mac, even your phone, which is kind of weird. I'm not gonna tell you how to do that. But seriously, part 1, anyone can play. And don't skip it, even if you're only interested in part 2, but part 2 is gonna be pretty cool. Part 2 is for the advanced people, the nerds who wanna host their own dark web website long term. We'll call this Dark Web Supreme. Now, Dark Web Supreme is gonna be pretty sick. Permanent dark web website with a custom onion domain name. And it's really fun because it's kind of a hackery way to make it happen. It's not illegal or anything, but it's just fun. You seriously don't want to miss that. You really don't want to miss anything. So, oh, and of course, what you'll need for part 2, I almost forgot to tell you, is just a Linux computer. Preferably Ubuntu, because that's what I'm using. And it can be anywhere. It could be in the cloud, in your house, a VM, Raspberry Pi, I don't care. It'll probably work with the steps I'm showing you. So enough talking. Again, get your stinking coffee ready. Let's build some dark web stuff. It just sounds cool, right? Don't tell your mom. Now, speaking of your mom, you're probably thinking, isn't this kind of dangerous? Like we're putting stuff on the dark web, are we gonna get hacked? No, and it's actually kind of amazing how it works and how it protects you. You wanna see? Watch this. Really quick explainer. Every single time someone connects to your dark web website, this communication is going through 6 onion relays, and they meet in the middle at the rendezvous point. Each of these onions is adding a layer of encryption and hiding the IP address of you, your website, and the person visiting your website. It's kind of like when you buy something off Facebook Marketplace. You don't tell them to come to your house. You meet them somewhere, neutral. The local high school, the Walmart parking lot. You guys don't know where each other live, and that's kind of how the dark web works. Except there's like 6 different Walmart parking lots you have to go through. I'm not sure that tracked. Now there is more to that magic. If you want to learn more about that, check out my video here where I kind of detail everything. Now the first thing we'll do for Dark Web Lite is install a tool called OnionShare. Just do a little Google action on that and go to its website, onionshare.org. And this thing's cool. Like I said earlier, you can install it on Windows, Mac, and Linux, and iOS and Android, but I wouldn't recommend that. And I call this Dark Web Lite because it's got a nice little GUI you can play with. You click and go. Anybody can do this. There is a fun CLI version, which I will show you right now as well. I prefer that, but the GUI's fun. And notice, with this one tool, we can host a website, chat anonymously, receive and share files. It's nuts. Let's get it going right now. I'll start with Windows, and then I'll jump right over to Linux. The Windows install is really easy. Just click download. And like installing anything on Windows, you just go through the prompts and call it a day. This thing's dummy proof. On Linux, it'll be a bit different. I'm gonna launch my terminal. And here I'm using Ubuntu. We're going to install this with the package manager snap. So first off, to make sure we have it installed, sudo apt install snapd. You may already have it installed like I do, and then we'll install OnionShare. Sudo snap install OnionShare, just like that. It's gonna do its thing. Little coffee break. Why don't you go ahead and hit the like button while we're waiting too. And that's done. So all we have to do now to launch it is either go through your applications or just type in OnionShare. It's gonna pop up here in a second. Right? There it goes. Yeah, okay. And of course on Windows, it's the same kind of thing. I'll search for OnionShare. There's the app. And at this point, it'll be the same for Windows and Linux on the GUI. And obviously the first thing we'll want to do is click on Connect to Tor to get us on the Tor network, AKA the dark web. Now normally this is like, spooky, scary, but we're not accessing anything nefarious or weird. We're hosting. We're relatively safe. So it's connecting, and just like that, we're on the Tor network and we can start sharing and hosting a bunch of different things. What do you say we start with the website? Now before we do that, when I click on Start Hosting, it's gonna say, you have any files you wanna share? And you may not have anything. That's fine, I've got one for you right now. If you head out to your web browser and click on the link below in the YouTube video, in the description, and by the way, there will be a number of commands in this video. They will all be below. and a nice little guide and walkthrough. So here on Windows, we'll head on over to my dark web Git repository. It should look just like this. And over here where you see code, we'll click on that and just say download zip. Download all the stuff. And then we'll open that location, go to our downloads folder, wherever it downloaded. We'll extract that. Extract all. It's safe, I promise. And there we have some files we can work with. And actually, if we get up our OnionShare window right here, I'm gonna drag over the website folder inside the dark web main folder that we just extracted. So take that website folder, drag it over, and then we have a few options. It's actually pretty cool. The first one is actually not selected. You're saying it's not public, which means that when you start this, it's gonna give you a key. Watch this. I won't check that box, I'll just click start sharing. Literally right now, it's gonna generate a dark web onion address. It's really tiny, but it's right there. And then just below that, I just revealed it, is a secret key. So while this window is up, you can share that website with someone, which we'll do right now. Let's do that. This website is ephemeral, meaning it'll go away once you stop sharing. And then to access the dark web securely, I want to use my network shut cloud browser. You can check that out, link below. I'll open up a Tor browser and a computer somewhere else in the world. It's connecting to the Tor network, and I'll paste in that address. And bam, immediately it's like, hey, you need a key. Let's go grab it. I'll grab that key, paste that in here, and done. We unlock the website, and we are here. Now notice the dark web is a bit slower, and that's kind of reassuring actually, because you know that we're going through a bunch of really secure onions, obscuring our identity, our IP address, and encrypting the data. So that onion circuit I drew earlier, we just did that. Isn't this so cool? I love this. And then with one click, we can say stop sharing, and it goes away. If we get back to our secure browser and try to refresh this, it's gone. And then of course, if we wanted to make this public, we just check that box, say start sharing, and the only difference here will be that we don't get a key. It's just an address that's open to everyone. But it's kind of cool. It's like, hey, maybe you want to share something with your friend real quick. I don't know. It's kind of neat. It's slow. Lots of coffee breaks when you're watching this load. Now let's stop with the website. And I want to show you the chat feature. It's really cool. For that, I'm going to jump over to Linux just because I miss it. It's the same on Windows. Just want to change the scenery here. Here on Linux, I'll connect to Tor. And actually, you know what? Because we're on Linux, we should be using CLI. We don't have to use the GUI. So I'm actually going to close this, open up my terminal, and using this command, OnionShare.cli, I'm just going to do the help file real quick. We can do all that stuff from the command line, which just feels better, right? I mean, you're on the dark web, you're hosting stuff. This feels natural. So let's try a anonymous chat session, OnionShare.cli. We'll do -- chat, and we'll say public as well, so we don't have to use a key. Ready, set, go. So right now it's connecting to the Onion network, the Tor network, the dark web, creating a secret little chat session between 6 onions. There's the address. It is live. Let's put that in our secure browser here. Here we are, OnionShare chat. And I guess the problem with this doing command line is I can't see the chats, but if I were to launch that address in another browser, let me try opening up another workspace here, another Tor browser. I'll jump into that same super secret chat session and say, hey. And there's the chat from the other side. No one can hear us. I mean, CS, it's a text. And then when you're done talking secret agent style, Control-C, that's it. Just as an IT person appreciating technical stuff, that's cool, that's fun. But also think about people who are in countries that are being censored or they're being watched and they want to communicate securely and safely with someone and have the confidence that they're not going to be spied on and what they say might get them in trouble. This kind of stuff protects people like that. It's so cool. And getting back to Windows because I miss it, you can open up tabs, I didn't know that. You can share files and receive files. Let's share a file. Let's take that picture I did earlier, make it public, start sharing, and immediately it generates a unique, one-time secure onion address that we can access over the dark web. It actually took a while. I'm gonna uncheck this box and try to do it again. Also keep in mind while this is loading, I didn't open any ports, forward anything on my router. It just works. All right, let's try it with this new address. There we go, just had to restart OnionShare. And there's the file. Download the file. It'll be a bit slow. Not too crazy actually. And there it is, securely shared. So that's dark web light. Why do you say we get to dark web, what do I call it? Supreme. Get your coffee. Actually, I need more coffee. I'll be right back. And then we'll do dark web supreme. Do you want to play a game? I call it, is this a phishing website? Brought to you by our sponsor, Bitdefender. Let's see how you do. Number 1, little auto body website. Is it a phishing website? If your answer was yes, it indeed is a phishing website. Bitdefender got it. Facebook login page. Is this a phishing website? It indeed is a phishing website. Bitdefender got it. USPS verify address. You got a package on hold. I don't want that. Let's update. And this is looking pretty real. Is this a phishing website? If you answered Yes, then you got it right. It has USPS, verify address, and the URL, it ends in .xyz. You may have caught that, or maybe not actually. If it's 3 a.m. and you're running low on coffee, you check an email and you're like, oh, I got a package on hold. You might fall for it. If you have Bitdefender Total Security, it's gonna keep an eye on things even when you can't. And looking at Bitdefender here installed on my system and clicking on my protection tab, it's also gonna help out with anti-spam, filtering out the bad stuff in your local email client. And beyond spam and phishing, they've got antivirus, advanced threat defense, vulnerability scans, firewall protection, and this is probably my favorite thing. If you've seen my bad USB videos, you know that with a simple plug-in of a USB, that's a bad USB, it can log in here and try to turn off your Windows security settings. Notice, there really isn't a way I can do this with Bitdefender in charge. I can even go in here and password protect my security. And I love the privacy features. It's got safe pay, anti-tracking, and they're gonna lock down and let you know when people are trying to access your camera or microphone. So maybe you might feel safe enough to remove that tape from your webcam. If you wanna learn more and try out Bitdefender, check the link below. It'll run on pretty much all your devices. Actually, right now with my link, it's 60% off, and that's for the whole year for 5 devices. Oh, and by the way, that password protection for the Bitdefender features, kind of amazing. Put the software on your loved one's computers, set your own password, don't give it to them, and they can't turn it off, which they tend to do. Anyways, thanks to Bitdefender for sponsoring this video. Back to putting stuff on the dark web. Okay, got my fresh coffee, oh yeah. Now for dark web Supreme. Again, all you're going to need is a Linux computer of any kind. It can be in the cloud, it could be like this Ubuntu machine I have here. For me, I want to do a cloud machine, just to mix it up. What cloud, it doesn't matter. I recommend Ubuntu. Really any size will work. I'm gonna go ahead and get mine spun up right now. And once your Linux machine is ready, like mine is right now, go ahead and launch your favorite terminal and get logged in. We're in the dark web Supreme, are you ready? Now the first thing we'll do is set up our website. Just a website, no dark web yet. Regular website. Boring, I know, we'll add the spicy stuff here in a minute. I guess we're going with the Taco Bell theme for this video. Supreme, spicy, I don't know, maybe I'm just hungry. The first thing I wanna do is if you don't already have a website, or you just wanna follow along with me, let's go ahead and clone my repository. I'll have this command below. We'll do a nice little git clone, and this is my dark web project I have on GitHub. Ready, set, go. If you don't have Git, just sudo apt install git, and it should be there. If I ls, there's my dark web folder. Now it's time to set up our web server. You need a web server for our website, even on the dark web. For this one, I'm gonna use Nginx, Nginx, and I always mess it up. So first we'll do an apt update to update all our repositories, and then we'll do an apt install Nginx, just like that. Yes, I do want to install it, and Nginx is ready. But how do you know it's working? Let's go to the website. Now for me, I know my IP address. I just typed in ipconfig. IP address is this guy right here. Yours might be on a local VM. Just go out to localhost in your web browser. For me, I'm gonna jump into a clean session here in Network Check Cloud browser. Just a regular one. I'll go out to port 80 on that site, and cool, it's working. Welcome to Nginx. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong. Okay, so now what we wanna do is we'll type in ls once more. You can see we have our dark web folder. Let's go ahead and jump in there. So we'll do cd dark web, and then we'll do ls once more. Here we have 2 files. I'm gonna do ls-al to make it a nice little vertical list. We have the website that we used for dark web lite. We also have a folder for portfolio. This is a nice little, just simple text-based portfolio resume website you could possibly use for yourself. We're gonna use that right now. So step 1 is getting this portfolio website into the location that Nginx will use for its web server. It'll be one command, super easy. Ready? CP for copy, and we'll do a tick or -R for recursive, meaning copy everything in this folder, just all of it. And we'll specify portfolio, and now we're gonna tell it where to copy it. We're gonna put this in /var/www. That's all we gotta do. Ready, set, done. If we ls that directory, var www, portfolio is sitting right there, perfect. One more step and we're done. We're going to edit the default Nginx website file. It'll be in this location here. You can copy and paste like I'm doing right now. I'm gonna use Nano to edit it because Nano is the best editor ever in Linux. Fight me, it just is. And Nano is our text editor, in case you're wondering what that is. And we're gonna edit this file, the default website. And I'll show you why we're editing this right now. Go ahead and jump in there by pressing enter. And we're gonna scroll down until we see this right here. Root var www HTML. This is the location of the files for the default website. We're gonna go ahead and change that right now to our portfolio website. So it's pointing to the HTML folder. We're gonna remove the HTML and say, hey, look inside our portfolio folder. Yours should look just like this if you're following along. And that's all we have to change. That's simple. I'm gonna hit Control X, Y, enter to save. And real quick, we'll make sure our Nginx configuration is accurate. We can type in nginx, nginx-t. It'll tell us if we are working with some good stuff. Looks like we are. Okay, successful. And then we'll just restart our Nginx service real quick. So we'll do system ctl restart Nginx. Good to go. Now let's test our website and just make sure it looks cool. I'll refresh that page again. Oh yeah, little nice portfolio website. The only thing missing is a bit of spice. It's time for Darkweb Supreme. Let's put this sucker on the dark web. And now again, if you're putting this on a computer behind your firewall in your home or something, and you're only going to like a local host here, that's fine. The dark web doesn't need a public IP. Let's get it going now. Oh, this is so fun. So now let's install Tor. The first thing we'll do is we'll find out our Debian version. I'm gonna cat etc Debian _ version, just like this. If I spell Debian right, I'm like running on fumes today. I am hungry, goodness. Let's go ahead and run that. And I can tell right now I'm running Bookworm. That's the name of my Debian version right now. We're gonna use that here in our next step. Whatever yours is, remember that. Now we're gonna create a new file. We're gonna use nano, and we're gonna put it in this location, /etc/apt/sources.list.d. Again, these commands are below. You don't have to type them out with me, but I like doing that, so. And then finally, the name of our new file, tor.list. And we're gonna paste this command from below. Or not command, it's 2 lines of config. And they are repos or repositories that tell us where to download and install new packages. We're gonna change one thing. See these 2 lines up here, distribution? We're gonna remove the distribution and replace that with the name of our Debian version that we just found out earlier. Mine is Bookworm. I'll do the first line and the second line, just like that. That's all we gotta do. I'll hit Control X, Y, enter to save. And then one more thing. We're going to add the GPG key so we can trust these repositories. Again, command below, we're gonna use wget to grab those keys. Got them. And now we can do apt update, and you'll see it happen right now, to check those Tor repositories. Yep, there it is, checking them. And now, finally, with our repos in place, we can install Tor. With this command, apt install Tor, and we'll specify the keyring, deb.torproject.org-keyring. That's all we have to do. Ready, set, go. Yes, I do want to do this, and let's watch it happen. And that's it. So at this moment, Tor is installed, but nothing's happening. We have to configure it. And I honestly like that about Tor. You install it, but it's not gonna do anything. Unlike Nginx, where it like immediately became a web server, took up port 80. Not this, it's dead until you make it alive. So to activate our Tor hidden service, we're gonna edit the config file. Really easy. Again, we're gonna use nano, and we're gonna edit this file. /etsy/tor/tor or torrc. Hit enter. Here's the file. What we're gonna do is we're gonna scroll down until we see a section talking about hidden services. It's kinda just a little ways down. There it is, right there. We're going to uncomment, and that's what those hashtags mean. It's commenting out the commands, meaning they're not used right now, they're not active. By removing that, we're gonna make them active. We're gonna use these 2 commands, or these 2 lines, to activate our Tor hidden service. Notice it will be by default using port 80. If your web server is operating on a different port, just make sure you match that. If you're following along with me, you don't have to change anything. So let's just take out those hashtags. Hashtag gone, hashtag gone. And keep an eye on this right here. We're gonna actually come back to this location here in a bit when we generate our custom onion domain. This location will be important. Actually, it's gonna be important here in about 3 seconds. I don't know what I'm talking about. We're done editing this file. We're gonna hit Control X, Y, enter to save. Cool. Now let's restart the Tor service. System, CTL, restart, Tor. Tor has been restarted and a couple of fun things just happened. First of all, we're on the dark web. Our site right now is on the dark web. Doesn't feel like it. Like we're like waiting for fireworks, no fireworks yet. Shoot, we don't even know what our web address is. What's our onion address? Let's find that out. Remember that location I just kind of highlighted and said it'd be important? Is important right now. We're gonna jump into cd/var lib tor. Here in this location, let's hit ls. Actually, I'll do ll. And right here we have a folder called hidden service. That's where all our stuff is put. And by stuff, I mean our onion address and our private and public keys. Let's jump in there, cd hidden service. Let's ll once more. There it is. Couple of fun things. There's our host name. It's in that file. And then we have our public and private key. Let's find out what our host name is real quick. To find that out, we're gonna type in cat, and we'll type in hostname, the name of that file. Hit enter, there's our onion address. There it is right now. Let's visit it. So I'm gonna copy it right now. I'm gonna go over here, copy that, go into my super secret Tor browser. I'm gonna close my ClearNet browser here, and I'll open a Tor browser, and let's just for fun put that in South America. And let's go to that address. Jump in there, hit enter, and connecting our 6 onions together, bam, our portfolio website on the dark web. Now that's it, like you're done. You now have a website on the dark web. You have the tools to do it. You know what to do. You can customize this, do some crazy stuff, put up a million websites, I don't care. It's just cool. But you know what? We don't have to stop there. Because look at this domain name. It's a mess, man. You can't, tell your friend that domain. That's the point, right? It's supposed to be ephemeral. Hard to remember, but we can hack it a bit to where we can change the first few digits here, or however many we have the horsepower to do. What does that mean? I'll touch on it here in a second. We can make these custom. So like maybe I want to have this say Chuck or Network Chuck. To do that will involve some magic, some hacking. Let's do that right now. Let's get back to our server. I'm just gonna cd space to get back to my home directory. I'll clear out my screen. So to set up our v3 custom onion address, and that's what it's called, a v3 address, we're gonna use a tool called, a terrible name, they should change this, MKP 2240. That's the name, but it's actually pretty cool. Let me show you how to do it. It won't take that long actually. So first what we're gonna do is install some prereqs. Again, copy and paste business. All that we're installing here is going to help us build this package. So we'll go ahead and enter. I'll just tab over and say, okay, whatever, do your thing. Cool, prereqs installed. Now we're going to clone the repository for that crazy mkp2240.git. Clone it right now. Cool, cloned. Type in LL, I can see it right there. mkp2240. We're gonna go ahead and jump into that directory, cd mkp, we're here, and then we're gonna use a few commands to do what's called building from source. We just downloaded the source code, and we're gonna do this first, now that we're inside that repository, or the folder. We'll do /auto gen.sh. No fireworks there. The next one will do some stuff. Then we'll do /configure. Ready, set, go. It's gonna do lots of things. Well, not too many things. No errors. The next one will do a lot of stuff. Finally, we're gonna type in make. It's gonna make some things happen. And that was it. Not too bad, right? At this point, we are ready to hack our way into a custom onion address. Now, why do I say hack? This program is rapidly generating a ton of onion addresses just over and over, bam, 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 to try and find one with your pre-pinned name. And generating onion addresses is random. So it's gonna use the power of your CPU to try and just get the exact thing you're looking for. Now here's the kicker. Right here is our onion address that we just created, right? Again, the goal here is to try and prepend a custom name. So for example, I might want to replace the beginning with Chuck. And it won't be this exact address. I'll just be replacing the first 5 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with Chuck. And it's gonna help me create that. Now, the more digits I want, the longer it will take because it's more complex to find and generate one like that. So Chuck will be easier, but each digit I add, so say I wanted to do Network Chuck, that's a whole different ballgame. I've actually not been able to do that yet. It's feasible, but it's gonna take more time. You'll see, let's try it out right now. So have your custom domain in mind. Don't let it be too long, please. It's gonna take you a long time. And here's what we're gonna do. /MKP, whatever, that's the software, right? Just like this. We'll first start out with our keyword. I'm gonna say Chuck. I want my onion address to be Chuck. Then we'll say -v for verbose mode so we can see what's happening with it. We'll say -n and put 1. We only want one address. Now you can put like multiple. You could like say, hey, generate 5 onion addresses with the pre-pinned Chuck there. I only want 1. I don't want to get greedy. Then I'll say -d and specify the folder I want this to be in. I'll just put this in my home directory. So I'll do is it a tilde? I forget what those are called. /supreme onion key. That's way too long, but I'm doing it. I'm sticking with it. And then we'll do a -t for threads. This is how many CPU threads you're going to use. I'm just gonna say 4. You could leave that blank and it'll just use 1, I think, but I'm gonna try 4 and see what happens. At this point, we're done. As long as you have your keyword in place, it'll try and generate that for you. Ready, set, go. Oh, that was quick. It found one pretty fast. There it is, my new onion address. Now, how do I use it? If you have yours and it finished, here's what you do. First of all, let's get back to our home directory. So I'll just cd space, I'm there. Type in LL. I can see I do have my new directory that I just created, Supreme Onion Key. Let's jump in there real quick, whatever you named your folder. I'll cd into Supreme Onion Key. Let's LL. We gotta jump in one more time. Let's cd into our new onion address folder. Okay, now LL. And look at this. It looks kind of similar to our var lib tor folder from earlier, right? We've got our host name, our public key, and our secret key or private key. All we're gonna have to do is move all this stuff over into that directory. It'll replace it. That's simple. Let's do that right now. I'm gonna move this over because it's so long. I'll just type in move. I'll do an asterisk to say move everything. Actually, no, I'm just gonna do copy. I don't wanna move. I'll say copy. Copy, asterisk, meaning like everything in this folder to var lib tor. I think it was hidden services or hidden service. Yeah, hidden service. Just like that. It looks like that. You're golden, ready, set, go. Cool. That should be it. Now all we have to do is restart the Tor service, and we should be using our new shiny Tor Vanity Onion address. That was a lot of words. And it's also called a vanity address, like when you get a license plate and it has like the, I don't do that. Anyways, it's okay if you do. Just saying, it's kind of like doing this. So now let's restart the Tor service. System ctl restart Tor. That should be it. Now I'm gonna grab this onion address, which is just sitting right here. It's a folder name, right? Let's see if it works. Let's go there. Fingers crossed. Come on. It's making me nervous. Okay, there it goes. Yes, it worked. Awesome. So what we just did here, and this is kind of a big deal, both for me and for you, right? We created a website. We put it on the dark web, and then we generated a vanity custom onion address. That just looks cool. That's gonna look cool on your resume. I'll catch you next time.